like a slave. Today the youth, in my experience of meeting thousands and thousands all over the country, actually as per your personality development that will be taught by great guest speakers here and there in your training programs, it should be inside out. First you should be, you should do, then you will have everything. But what is the position today of the youngsters who are glamorized or inspired by the glamour and immediate returns? First you want to have everything. Then let me do something. Let me be when I am 80 years old. That's a negative development, negative personality, cynical mind. And who is a cynic? Oscar Wilde says, a beautiful writer, a cynic is one who knows the price of everything and the value of nothing. They become attached to that cynical mind. That is your attitude, positive attitude. That is why if you want to develop positive attitude, my suggestion to you is give up 4 C's. Give it up, renounce it, burn it, format it. 4 C's. C number 1, stop complaining. We have become a bundle of complaints and grievances in India. Stop criticizing. Swami Vivekananda says, if you have the power, if you have got the thoughts, solve the problem, don't criticize. Otherwise, don't add to the problem, come out in silence. The 3rd C, you might laugh at me, you might raise your eyebrows at me, stop competing. It's a dangerous enemy today of the youngsters. A Tendulkar doesn't compete with Dravid. Saina Nehwal doesn't compete with a China player. She competes against Saina Nehwal. Mahatma Gandhi did not compete with Nehru. Vivekananda does not compete with anybody else. They become better and better and better in their own life. Competition brings envy, jealousy, hatred, suspicion, depression. You become what you call a weak personality. There is no challenge in front of you. Positive thoughts take you to Mount Everest. Don't compete. And the 4th C, don't compare. Be original. If these 4 C's right now, if you are able to have the willpower to do it, I'll challenge you in the next 21 days, look at yourself in the mirror. Your personality will be blazing forth. Nobody can stop it. But there is one person who can stop it, that is YOU. You can kill yourself, you can elevate yourself to the highest levels. That is in your hands. There's a wonderful story of a psychology story of a young boy who wanted to outwit his teacher. And that teacher was always outwitting this boy. He said, let me defeat my teacher today. He got out of a tiny bird in his hand, which could not be seen, took it to the staff room. Boy was thinking throughout the veranda, I will ask my teacher whether the bird is dead or alive. If the teacher tells it is dead, I will release my hand, the bird will fly away. Teacher is wrong. If the teacher tells it is alive, I will press my hand and crush the bird and kill the bird. Teacher is wrong. That was his pride, his arrogance. So I went to the staff room, asked the teacher, sir, there is a bird in my hand, can you tell me whether it is alive or dead? The teacher is a teacher, in experience says, he scanned him from head to foot and said, your question even Einstein cannot answer. But one thing for sure, my child, whether the bird in your hand is alive or dead, it is in your hands, not in my answer. The boy understood, just went round, went out to the garden, thought for a minute, a few seconds, should I press it, kill it, that innocent tiny bird? No, good sense prevailed. He released his hand and the tiny fellow flew away in joy. My dear friends, that bird is your life. Crush it out. Release it to freedom. Give it the training, give it the discipline, give it the authenticity. The whole world will be at your feet. No power on earth can crush you. No power. The third important CD, software for your hardware, I would tell all of you, develop your sense of attention span, concentration. That concentration which you have on your mobile or which you have on a film or which you have on an entertainment, give a right royal turn to that towards your own mind and heart. Was law of gravitation waiting for Newton somewhere? Not at all. It was in his mind, Vivekananda says. He sat quietly and joined the link after link of his thoughts, and we got law of gravitation or law of thermodynamics. Was Edison's discovery was waiting somewhere? No. It was all in their mind. High span of concentration is missing in Indian youth today. Easily and very quickly we get distracted and detracted. Hardly a little span. I asked Gopichand another question. What is the secret of success of Saina Nehwal? Yesterday newspaper, after she won the Hong Kong Open, what did it say? Next year it will be between Saina and China, not between India and China. Saina will beat the Chinese. How? Develop her power of concentration. That tiny shuttle, weightless, she hits that tiny shuttlecock every day 1,000 times. No match or no result. She just practices 1,000 times. I saw the whole indoor stadium was full of broken shuttlecocks. Easy for us to clap, easy for us to appreciate, but we don't apply. Indians are very good in appreciating and forgetting also. Try to develop your concentration. Why do you appreciate somebody? Cannot you apply? Cannot you accept? Yes, today 5 minutes concentration, that is my competency, okay. But that does not mean I make it 4% tomorrow. I'll work hard to my concentration, gather my thoughts, focus on anything like an X-ray and get a gold medal. Concentration removes dullness of the mind, removes the restlessness of the mind. If Japan is successful today, after the Hiroshima Nagasaki bombing, it is because of the power of concentration of the young Japanese. Blindly people go and buy the Sony gadgets, Sony TV, Sony handicap, etc. Why? It's not because of the electronic good, there may be other things better. But it's because of the high quality control of the Japanese, where they are taught how to control their body, how to control their mind. Concentration, please develop it. One of our Swamijis, senior Swamijis, few years back he went to Tokyo University. There the PhD university students who do not know much English, in a big auditorium like this, 200 of them were sitting, wanting to know about India. And to the surprise of the Swami, the guest speaker, the Japanese students do not prefer to sit on comfortable chairs like this. They prefer to sit down in Vajrasana on their knees for 2 full hours. English lecture translated to Japanese, sentence by sentence. 1 hour lecture took 2 hours, naturally. The Swami says, personally told me, not one boy or girl shook their body 1 centimeter. Absolute still, like rocks, eyes focused and listening English and Japanese. 2 hours. He was surprised. He asked them the secret of their success. He said, Swami, we are young here, just 20 plus, but even in Japan, there are 80-year-old people sitting like this. Why? From childhood, taught how to sit and how to think. Concentration. Body language and mind control. Afterward, there is a funny incident. That same person, same speakers came back to Bombay from Tokyo, was speaking in Bombay University, in the same auditorium like this, 200 people, cozy comfortable chairs, AC rooms. 20 minutes talk, and all the students turned their head towards the window. The Swami thought probably the Vice Chancellor is coming. For any other bigger VIP is coming than me, he also stopped and also saw through the window what was the great attraction. He saw a crow sitting on the tree outside. He said, that is our attention span. 2020 developed India Wali. But a crow can attract your mind, not positive ideas. How can you expect that nation to grow in structure or economics or whatever position that we want without concentration, without mental discipline? The fourth important, which all of you should strive for, is discrimination. This is very, very important. Viveka Buddhi. Why Viveka Ananda he was called? one who has tremendous joy in discrimination. He is Vivekananda. Whole America was at his feet, my dear friends, after a 3-minute talk in Chicago Parliament. The first lecture which Vivekananda gave was not in America, was not in Chicago, it was in Mehboob College in Secunderabad. The Nizam of the Hyderabad of that time was shocked and surprised, invited him to Nizam Palace for 2 hours. They had intense discussion on Indian culture. And when Vivekananda was asked, what did you do in Hyderabad? He said, I tested my oratorical skills in Hyderabad. 1,000 people listening to him without a microphone in Mehboob College. That hall is still there. It is called the Vivekananda Hall. It will be handed over to a citizens committee in the part of the 150 celebrations to preserve it and conduct seminars and youth conventions there. So that Vivekananda says, what I expect from the youth is discrimination. Unless you boys and girls, I am telling you honestly, telling you as your friend, if you do not know the difference between real life and real life, God save India. Real life and real life. That real life, that cinema life cannot be in the doorsteps of CVSR college or in your areas. It cannot be. It's just entertainment. You need not be enamored or excited or things like that. It's an entertainment. Stop. It should stop there. Discrimination is important. What kind of, and you know another gold medal we get? Crores and crores, nearly 1,000 crores every year invested in making films which are worthless, useless, meaningless and all sorts of things. And Andhra has got the gold medal in that, not even Bollywood. I asked a few final year engineering students in Chennai, 8 months back before coming to Hyderabad, after their campus placements, Infosys, TCS, Cognizant, here, there, everybody is bright and wonderful. I did a small experiment with them and said, 2 minutes, close your eyes and see yourself as if you are seeing a photograph. Finally, engineering students, within a few months they'll be out into the campuses and become trainees and managers. 600 students were there listening to me. Believe me, after 2 minutes, I asked them, honestly tell me how many of you succeeded in seeing yourself. 4 of them raised their hands. 596 failed. And I asked them, just for the fun of it, tell me what were you seeing? In the mind with eyes closed. You have to see yourself. Honestly, they said, they understood their weakness.